Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a great weekend and are looking forward to a wonderful week that ends with Christmas Eve, and then we start the new week with Christmas. This really is the most wonderful time of the year. It's just exciting and fun, and especially if you have children or grandchildren around. We have grandchildren. Caleb's already been counting the presents under the tree and trying to decide which one he's going to open first and all those things. It's just a great time. Hope you have a blessed, wonderful Christmas. My name is Mike. Every Monday I take just a few minutes to talk about something that hopefully helps you to live happier, healthier, and perhaps holier. And that's Monday Matters. So thank you for being a part of this. Next Monday, the day after Christmas, I'm going to talk for just a few minutes about some specific things that I challenge you to do in the new year. Bible study, fasting, devotional time, that kind of thing. But going all in, at least for the first 30 days, going all in. And I have some specific things I'm going to share with you and ask you to look into that. And it's something I do every year, try to start the year with a spiritual high, kind of. And so I encourage you to tune in next Monday for Monday Matters, and it'll be the day after Christmas, and we'll take a few days to get ready to start the new year. But today, I'd like to talk for just a minute about how to make Christmas holy again. It has been preempted by secular society, and it's just become a commercial sales opportunity. We were even discouraged to use the word Christmas, which, ironically, to celebrate this incredible time of the year, and yet it is nothing if it is not the celebration of Jesus' birth, and not a holy, sacred time. Perhaps the most holy time. Easter, I know, is so the heart of the redemption story, but there can't be an Easter if there's not a Christmas. Jesus had to come and be born in order to be that sacrificial lamb. And so I want to share with you 5 very simple, very practical things to help you as a family to make Christmas holy again, to bring the sacred back into the ceremony, to again celebrate Jesus is born and all that means. These 5 things, they're not new, they're not profound. They're just some simple things to encourage you in this last week, maybe to put in place. Here's the first one. It's an old tradition. A lot of people do it though, and I encourage you, if you don't, to consider it. And that is to bake a Jesus birthday cake, especially if you have young children. There's no better reminder of what this is about than to bake a Jesus birthday cake and to sing Happy Birthday, Jesus. And sometime during your Christmas celebration, to significantly point to the fact that this is Jesus' birthday, and that's why we honor this particular time of the year. Bake a Jesus birthday cake. Here's number 2. Tell Christmas stories, Christian Christmas stories. In fact, personal Christian Christmas stories. Sit around the table and tell about the stories of times at the Christmas season when God was particularly real to you. You remember when we did that first children's program, and Josh and Jacob were in it, and it was just such a neat thing. And Jacob stood up and said, Merry Christmas, to talk about those Christian Christmas stories, those times during this holiday season when God was particularly near and very profound and made an impact on your family. Tell those personal Christian Christmas stories. Here's number 3. Sing Christmas carols. Not just in church and not just, every once in a while, but make it a point on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or as the family is together to sing a few Christmas carols, and then talk a little bit about what that means. Silent Night, Holy Night. What was it about? Talk to some of the younger kids. Why would this be called Silent Night? Remember, tell a little bit about that story. Joy to the World. Why do we sing Joy to the World? To talk about those stories and make them a part of your family Christmas tradition. Number 4. Here's a fun one, a silly one, and I'll confess, I've never done this, but I think I'm going to do it this year. We have in times past, we would, when my mom was alive and her husband Sammy was alive, we would reenact the night before Christmas. We film it, video it. The whole family would get involved, and Mom and Sammy would be tucked in the bed. Not a pretty sight even today. We had reindeers. We would hear the Santa's sleigh bells ring. All those things. Reenact the nativity scene. Just play together. Get out a old bathrobe and some towels and let the kids be a part of this and the adults be a part of this. And as you're telling the Christmas story, act it out. Let the children be a part of that and reenact the nativity scene as a family. What a fun activity. I think we're gonna do that this year. I hope Josh and Jacob are not watching this or they won't come over, but I'll surprise them when they come over. Number 5, here's the last one. Attend a Christmas Eve service. Those of us who particularly are in the more evangelical, perhaps Pentecostal churches that have shied away from the high church, from ritual, we have missed something. We've lost something by not being as involved in Christmas Eve services. There's something about taking that moment, that sacrificial moment. We're at home, the family's together. We don't want to get out. It's cold. It's snowing. We don't want to get out. But to take that hour on Christmas Eve and find a Christmas Eve service to attend as a family, it makes it holy. It makes it sacred. And I encourage you to do that. Do these 5 things. Tell Christian Christmas stories. Bake a Jesus birthday cake. Sing Christmas carols together as a family. Reenact the nativity scene. And then attend a Christmas Eve service. Send me some emails after the fact or some messages and tell me how that went for you and tell me some stories about how that worked. Maybe my favorite Christmas messages come out of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 2, the people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. And then Isaiah explains that a little further in verse 6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end, and he will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. Well, God bless you. Merry Christmas. Thanks for being here on Monday. And next Monday, I'll see you and we'll talk about how we enter into the new year together. Have a great, blessed week.